Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Miss Lucy English Channel. I'm Lucy, and I am truly happy you are here with me today. In this special episode, we will learn English through one of the most famous and helpful books in the world, Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book is about small changes that create big results in your life. It is not about doing more work or trying harder every day. It is about doing things better, little by little, day by day. Today, I will take you through the main ideas of the book, chapter by chapter. I will explain everything in slow, simple, and clear English so beginners can understand every word. At the same time, you will learn new English phrases and useful vocabulary. Most importantly, you will learn how to build good habits that can change your life. Habits for health, for learning English, for happiness, and for success. So please sit back, relax, take a deep breath, and let's begin this beautiful journey together. Chapter 1. The Power of Tiny Changes. Tiny means very small. James Clear starts the book with a simple but powerful idea. Small habits can change your whole life. He tells a true story about a man who was not healthy. He was overweight and had low energy. He wanted to change, but he did not start with big actions like running for hours or going to the gym every day. Instead, he started very small. He just walked for 5 minutes every day. Only 5 minutes, nothing more, but he did it every single day without stopping. After some time, 5 minutes became 10 minutes. 10 became 20. After a few months, he was walking for 1 hour every day. He lost weight, he had more energy, he felt strong and proud of himself. This small beginning created a big change. James Clear explains this with a math idea. He says, if you get 1% better every day for 1 year, you will be 37 times better at the end. Only 1%. That sounds very small, almost nothing. But when you repeat it every day, it grows into something huge. Imagine if every day you try to be just a little bit better than yesterday. For example, read 1 more page in English, speak 1 more sentence, learn 1 new word, smile 1 more time, or drink 1 extra glass of water. These tiny actions add up. After 1 year, the results are amazing. Let me give you another picture to understand this. Imagine a plane flying from London to New York. If the pilot changes the direction by only 1 degree at the start, after many hours of flying, the plane will arrive in a completely different city, maybe Washington or Boston instead of New York. A tiny change in direction creates a completely new destination. Your habits work the same way. Small daily choices change where you end up in life. The word atomic means very small, like an atom, the smallest piece of matter. But atoms are powerful. When many atoms come together, they create everything in the universe: mountains, oceans, trees, stars, and even our bodies. An atomic habit is the same, a very small behavior that, when repeated, creates big changes over time. You do not need to be perfect today. You do not need big motivation or strong willpower. You just need to be a little bit better than yesterday. That's enough. Small habits look weak at first, but they grow stronger with time, like a small seed that becomes a big tree. Here are some real examples for you. If you start walking for 5 minutes every morning, soon you will want to walk longer. Your body becomes stronger, your mind clearer, your energy higher. If you drink 1 more glass of water every day, your skin improves, your focus grows, and you feel more awake. If you learn just one English word every day, in 1 year you will know 365 new words. That's a lot of progress from something so small. James Clear says, success is not about big moves. It is about small steps repeated again and again. When you do something small every day, your brain learns, this is who I am now. That new identity grows stronger. Small wins become big victories. So remember, small changes matter. They add up. They create real and lasting improvement. Chapter 2. How Habits Shape Your Identity. Identity means who you are, the kind of person you believe you are. In this chapter, James Clear teaches something very important. Your habits are not just about what you do, they are about who you become. They shape your identity. Many people try to change by setting goals. They say, I want to lose 10 kilograms, I want to speak English fluently, or I want to save money. But James Clear says this is not the best way. Goals are about what you want to achieve. Identity is about who you want to become. True change starts with identity. Every small action is like a vote for the kind of person you want to be. If you read a few pages every day, you are voting to become a reader. If you exercise even for 5 minutes, you are voting to become an active person. If you practice English every morning, you are voting to become an English speaker. Each action says, this is who I am. Let me give you a clear example. 2 people want to quit smoking. When someone offers a cigarette, the first person says, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. The second person says, no thanks, I'm not a smoker. Do you feel the difference? The first person still sees themselves as a smoker who is trying to change. The second person already believes they are a non-smoker. Their identity has changed. When identity changes, habits follow more easily. Now, let's apply this to learning English. If you keep thinking, I'm bad at English, or English is too hard for me, your brain believes it. You feel shy, afraid to speak, and you give up easily. But if you start thinking, I'm the kind of person who learns English every day, or I'm becoming an English speaker, everything changes. You feel more confident, more open, more motivated. You don't need to be fluent today. You just need to act like the person you want to become. James Clear explains 3 levels of change. 1. Changing outcomes, what you get, like losing weight or speaking better English. 2. Changing processes, what you do, like exercising or studying. 3. Changing identity, what you believe, like believing I am a healthy person or I am an English learner. Most people focus only on outcomes, level 1. Some focus on processes, level 2. But the deepest and lasting change comes from identity, level 3. When you change who you believe you are, the actions and results follow naturally. Practical example. Someone wants to get fit. If she only focuses on lose 5 kilos, she might try hard for 1 week and stop. But if she believes, I am a healthy person who takes care of my body, she will naturally eat better, move more, and sleep well. The identity guides everything. The same for English learners. Instead of I must speak perfectly, think I am someone who loves learning English. You will practice more, speak more, and enjoy more. Chapter 3. How habits work, the habit loop. Every habit, good or bad, follows the same 4-step pattern. James Clear calls it the habit loop. Understanding this loop helps you build good habits and break bad ones. The 4 steps are cue, signal, something that tells your brain, start the habit now; craving, desire, the strong feeling that motivates you; response, action, what you actually do; reward, good feeling, what you get that makes you repeat it. Let's look at each step. Cue. A cue is a trigger, a small signal your brain notices. It can be a time, 07 a.m., a place, kitchen, a sound, phone notification, a person, or an emotion, stress. Example, you see cookies on the table, cue for eating. Craving. This is not the action, but the feeling behind it. You don't crave the cookie, you crave pleasure or comfort. Your brain promises this will feel good. Response. The actual behavior. You eat the cookie, check your phone, go for a run. Reward. The satisfaction. You feel happy, relaxed, or proud. This teaches your brain to repeat it next time. Complete example. You smell coffee in the morning, cue. You crave energy, craving. You make and drink coffee, response. You feel awake and ready, reward. Your brain remembers coffee equals good feeling. Habit forms. Another positive example. You open your English app, cue. You crave progress and pride, craving. You study for 10 minutes, response. You feel happy and motivated, reward. Studying becomes automatic. To build good habits, make cues obvious, cravings strong, responses easy, rewards satisfying. To break bad habits, do the opposite. Hide cues, weaken cravings, make responses hard, reduce rewards. Chapter 4. First Law. Make it obvious. The first law for building habits is make good habits obvious, easy to see and remember. Your environment shapes your behavior more than motivation. If something is visible, you do it. If hidden, you forget. Examples: fruit bowl on table, eat more fruit. English book open on desk, study more English. Running shoes by door, go walking. Habit stacking. Link a new habit to an old one. Formula: after current habit, I will new habit. Examples: after brushing teeth, I will read one English sentence. After pouring coffee, I will listen to a podcast. After dinner, I will write 3 new words. Specific planning. Decide exactly when and where. I will study English at 7 p.m. at my desk works better than I will study sometime. Environment design. Change your space to support good habits. Tidy desk for focus. Phone in another room to reduce distraction. Books everywhere to read more. Hide bad habits. Don't buy junk food. Log out of social media. Charge phone away from bed. Chapter 5. Second Law. Make it attractive. We repeat habits that feel good. Make good habits attractive, enjoyable. Your brain releases dopamine when something feels rewarding. Connect dopamine to good habits. Examples: listen to favorite music while exercising. Watch English videos you love. Funny clips, favorite shows. Reward yourself after studying. Tea, walk, favorite song. Temptation bundling. Pair a habit you need with something you want. I can watch my favorite series only while walking on treadmill. Join groups where good habits are normal. English club, fitness friends. Social environment makes habits attractive. Chapter 6. Third Law. Make it easy. The most important law. Make good habits easy. Reduce friction. Make starting as simple as possible. 2-minute rule. Scale habit down to 2 minutes or less. Study English to Open English app. Exercise to put on workout clothes. Read to read 1 page. Once you start, continuing is easier. Environment. Reduce steps needed. Keep English notebook on desk. Prepare gym bag night before. For bad habits, increase friction. Hide phone. Remove TV remote batteries. Repetition greater than perfection. Do small version every day. Chapter 7. Fourth Law. Make it satisfying. We repeat habits that feel rewarding immediately. Give yourself instant rewards after good habits. Check calendar after studying. Enjoy favorite drink after exercise. Watch fun video after finishing work. Never miss twice rule. If you miss one day, get back immediately next day. Track habits, calendar, app. Visual progress feels satisfying. Breaking bad habits. Use inverted laws. Make it invisible. Hide cues. Make it unattractive. Focus on negatives. Make it difficult. Increase friction. Make it unsatisfying. Remove rewards. Final message. Real change is slow but powerful. 1% better every day creates massive results. Focus on identity, not just goals. Use the 4 laws: obvious, attractive, easy, satisfying. Start today with one tiny habit. You don't need perfection, just consistency. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Atomic Habits. Keep practicing English, keep building small, good habits, and keep believing in yourself. Big change starts small. Bye for now.